going on YouTube? I'm here today because I've got some complaints that I wasn't doing enough with Market Watch and Insider Yugioh. So I'm here because my YouTube was not supposed to be mail day openings and box openings. So I'm going to talk to you about a card that I really like in the market right now. And that is Chaos Emperor Dragon, right? It's a pretty awesome card. And in PSA 10, it's running about $550 after your eBay fees or whatever. So after eBay fees, you pay about 550, or you make about 550 bucks selling a 10. And I recently sold a 9 for like 200 bucks. It was like 220, and after fees, it was like $195. So I'm not going to do anything crazy with this YouTube video, but I am going to talk to you a little bit about what I think this card is going to do over the next 6 months or so. So there's 103 graded, right? And only 31 of them are PSA 10s. So that means that about a third of them are not grading 10. And you have to imagine that, people are not going to submit a card that they don't think is going to get a 10. Or if they do submit a card, they're submitting cards that they like, that they hope get 10s. That's at least the way that I was submitting cards when I first started grading before I became really picky sending cards into PSA. So sitting at $575, that's generally what people pay. I think I paid $500 for my first one, sold it for $550. I didn't really make any money because I went back and I bought another one for $575. So I netted $25, which wasn't really worth my time because it took me about a whole day to sell it. So, you figure your time is a factor and everything as well. So, Chaos Emperor Dragon, right? I'm hoping that I can put a little picture of it up in the corner so that you guys can see it and look at it majestically while you watch this video, so you don't have to look at my ugly face the whole time. So, 575. You're with me, right? Okay, 575. I'm gonna write some stuff down. So if you figure 5% or 10% of $575 is about 50 bucks, right? So if it was $625 in the next 2 months, it would have gone up 10%. So I don't think it's going to go up 10%. I think it's going to go up like 30% in the next 6 months. So that's like $150. So in the next 6 months, you might be looking at like a $750 card. So in terms of investment, right, every year, if your stocks make 30%, you're doing pretty good. My stocks last year made about 20%, and I did pretty good. If you figure you're investing in a piece of paper, right, and it goes up 20% in a year, you did pretty good. I think your card's going to go up 30% in 6 months. So if you figure that's 60% in a year, right, but then it has to do, I get it, it has to do 30% again, but, you figure that's 30% for 6 months. That's pretty good, right? Those are good odds. I don't think that this card is going to drop below that, and I think that in the next 2 years, this is going to be a $1,000 card. Why do I think that? Well, it's iconic, right? People played this card. This card got banned, right? This card is still banned. This card will be banned forever, right? So this card is really good. It looks cool. It has good art, and you don't know how to get it. Who knows how to get it? Which box do you open? You don't. There's only a 24-pack box, right? I don't know how to open it. I don't know how to get it because I wasn't looking at box codes when I opened both my boxes. So I have 2 boxes here, and I'm showing you them right now. I'm showing you the barcodes because I don't know which barcode is which. So if somebody could figure that out for me, that'd be cool. Thank you. All right. So the other thing I wanted to show you guys is something that was pointed out to me before, and I noticed this only after it was pointed out to me. So if you look at this right here, it says Shonen Jump, right? Look at that. Look at the next one. It's not there. Oh my God, it's not there. So what happened to it? Why did it go away? I don't know. I don't really care. But I just thought it was interesting, and I figured I would share with you. So Chaos Emperor Dragon, you're with me, right? 30%, June 2019. $700. Okay, that's 30%. It's 575, 150, 675, 725. 700 bucks. That's like 25%, right? So say 25%, $700. So that would mean that it would be selling for about $750 on eBay. You think that's possible? I think it's likely. So it's not entirely hard to get. There are 31 of them. And how many people are buying $600 Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Not many. the market is still really young, and people who collect Yu-Gi-Oh don't really make a whole lot of money. I mean, there are very few of us out there that have the money to go out and, open 2 Invasion of Chaos boxes. So, is it possible for it to stagnate and only go up to 650? Yeah, that's possible. That's still $100, okay? Like, don't shortchange yourself. That's 20%, right? So if your card went up another $100 by December, that would be 40%, right? So you made 40% on your investment in 1 year. That's pretty good, right? So look, don't hate me, all right? Don't hate me because I said it and it doesn't happen. It only went up $100. He's an idiot. Like, look, dude, it's a good investment. If it goes up $50, you made 10%. That's pretty good. So I think that at this market right now, you stand a pretty good chance of making money if you can get it for $575. The question is, can you get it? Because many people who have these cards are not selling them. Why? Because they fit into their collection, or because they're waiting for the big sell where they can make like $800. I don't think that's coming next year. I think that that's coming down the road when we look at this next year and I say, oh, it's going to go up 10% again, right? 10% of $700 is $70 now. So now the card going up 10% is a little harder, right? Because, you're stacking another $20 on that. That's an entire like month's worth of cards for one dude sometimes. So, how many people have an extra $20 to stack on top of their $700? Probably a few people if they can stack $700 up for a card. But, again, that 20% is 140 now, and that 30% is 210, not 150. So now you're stacking $60 on top of that. So is it going to go up $210 into 2020? I don't know. Maybe. It depends on how much you care about it, really. So that's what I think. So if you like the video, great. If you didn't like the video, sorry. If you hate me because I'm hyping up a card, just get mad at the people who complained about my profile, because I'm here today because people said you're making mail day videos too much. Thanks. Check it out and subscribe.